It started with one Baltimore City mother who came forward with a stunning story despite missing most of the school year. Her son was marked present for classes he was not attending, given grades for work he had not done.
When 3 other families came forward with similar stories, Fox 45 News exposed a much bigger problem. Project Baltimore's Chris Papp shows us what happened in the year since then.
4 Baltimore City students with disabilities. Each one had their federal education rights violated when city schools did not provide them with the education that they deserve. But after Project Baltimore first told their stories, Quante, Shy, Darian, and Braylon began receiving the services they need. And now, 1 year later, we've learned that's not all that's changed.
So this is Mom garden.
School's out.
No, that one purple, and that one pink.
Summer
And I could see
is in full bloom.
orange and yellow and red, same old thing.
And 8-year-old Darian Flood
Oh, these?
just finished 2nd grade.
Yeah.
But 1 year ago,
2, 3.
life was not so sweet.
I feel like I've been humiliated to actually have to come forth and share my life, his life.
Whitney Davis is Darian's mother.
Because these were very hard moments for not just myself, but my family and him as well.
Darian has epilepsy and suffers regular seizures. He requires a full-time private duty nurse at school.
This one is a little crooked, but it's okay. Just keep going.
So when his mother first contacted Project Baltimore in May 2022, she was desperate.
What about your last name? Is this your last name?
Darian was a 1st grader at Pimlico Elementary in Northwest Baltimore, but he had missed nearly the entire school year because Baltimore City schools did not provide him with a nurse, which is part of his federally mandated IEP, or Individualized Education Program. At the time, Darian's report card showed he was attending class, even when his mother said he was sitting at home with her. And Project Baltimore obtained timesheets for a nurse who claimed to be caring for Darian at school, even though he was in the hospital. Davis says the school system never explained why. The sources tell Fox 45 state agencies are investigating.
We don't have answers, and I'm pretty sure that we'll never have any.
But what Darian does have
Those are the chills I need.
is a nurse. At Pimlico, he is now getting the services he needs, but he's far behind.
He's at a 1st grade level academically and at 3rd grade, which is, I think, is unfair to him. I like to think that I've been somewhat of an inspiration to other moms who feel lost and done wrong by the public school system.
Yes, I'm very worried about it.
Patrice Proctor is one of those moms.
Nothing, he just was home with me.
Yes.
Patrice's son, Braylon Scott, also has epilepsy. And back in 2022, the state found city schools violated his federal education rights by not providing him with a nurse to attend school.
You can look. Come on.
Braylon's family has moved to Baltimore County. His mom told Fox 45, in his new school, he is receiving the services laid out in his IEP. But similar to Darian, he is far behind in his education.
Who's the 5?
What, 5 or 4?
Shy Waddle is making up for lost time too.
It has been a tremendous change.
Shy's mother, Ebony Frisbee, says her son is now getting the services he needs and is thriving at his new school, Callaway Elementary.
Exactly, thank you. And it's really fulfilling. I feel like such a proud mom, like, yay, the fight is, it went somewhere.
Looking back, Frisbee can see the fight paid off, but it came at great expense.
The time off from work, how that affected me greatly. The time away I'm spending from my child to trying to get what he needs. He missed like almost a whole year of school. I shouldn't have had to go through so many obstacles to get something that legally, lawfully, he's supposed to have. Hey, wait, Shy.
When Project Baltimore first met Frisbee, Shy had missed 96 straight days of school. And just like the other students, his report card showed he was marked present.
It's been falsified.
Frisbee was never given a reason for the falsified report cards. North Avenue told Fox 45 some schools did not follow proper grading protocol and were held accountable, but we never learned what that meant. When a former city principal told us the report cards were falsified to secure funding, The superintendent refused to address the allegation.
Powerful allegation. The allegation is that you're falsifying report cards.
If you continue to submit questions, we'll answer those.
You'll answer
calmly
that
and
question?
Straight. Absolutely, Chris. Make sure you submit it. So good to see you.
My biggest takeaway from this whole thing is that for any parent that's struggling with Baltimore City schools, I recommend speak out. The more of us that speak out about it, the more something is bound to change. We all come together and we all work together for our children, because they are our tomorrow.
Finally, there's Quante Spearman. Quante missed the first 140 days of his junior year because city schools could not supply him with a nurse. Like the other 3 students, the state found Quante's federal education rights were violated. But after Project Baltimore told his story, his mother says her son began receiving his services. And earlier this month, Quante graduated, the class of 2023. I'm Chris Pabst. Thanks for watching. Here's another story to watch. Also, if you have a story idea, please send us a message.